I unironically really like this song. Well, since no one's here yet, I'll give the VOD watchers a secret little burb fact. Out of a book called Irish Superstitions and... what is it called? Irish Superstitions and Legends of Animals and Birds. Let me tell you a little thing about the kingfisher. The kingfisher is one of Ireland's most colorful birds, but most views of the kingfisher are exceedingly brief. An electric flash of blue near some secluded stream. It feeds mainly on small fish, which it catches by plunging through the water. From an overhanging branch, or from a tree stump, or by skillfully hovering above the water, before striking its prey. The nest hole is generally excavated in a bank and slopes slightly upwards, with the beautiful eggs being round and glossy white. Writing in 1852 in his book entitled Vacations in Ireland, Christopher Weld noted the following tradition about the kingfisher. I was prepared to hear from my fishing attendant that this gaudy bird is regarded with considerable superstition by the Kerry peasants, who suppose it to be endowed with a marvelous attribute. Amongst these, the belief yet exists that a kingfisher in full plumage is an antidote against certain diseases, and when stuffed and suspended by a thread, its bill points to the quarter from whence the wind blows. I'm just looking through to see if there's anything else I want to read here. Here's one that Mirun might appreciate. Here's an entry on the stoat. There's no weasels in Ireland, but the stoat has long been referenced to in the country places as the weasel. The Irish stoat is an endemic species and is generally smaller and darker than its British counterpart. The reddish-brown fur of the stoat may whiten or partially whiten in wintertime. Large numbers of stoats have sometimes been seen together. A pack of stoats made an attack on a woman and her dog in Burtonport, County Donegal, in the 1960s. The woman fled, but the dog was killed. This is, however, a very much isolated incident, and the stoat, though a fierce little fellow, does not generally interfere with humankind unless provoked. The tendency of stoats to form packs from time to time may be responsible for the widespread folk belief that weasels from the surrounding countryside all came together for the funeral of a relative. Two of the chief mourners carried the corpse, each of them holding between its teeth one end of the body of the deceased, with the remaining mourners forming an orderly procession behind them. There's another widespread tradition that, in times of crisis, the weasel summoned his fellows to his side by placing the tip of his tail between its teeth and whistling. Very often, the female might be referred to as the lady or the noble lady, the bonne oiselle. One of the most popular of all the beliefs about the weasel is that there was a poison in its spittle. There are several versions from round the country of the story describing the weasel's encounters with the haymakers. The following comes from County Limerick. The music might be a little loud. Oh, not really. I'm gonna butcher this name, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at reading Gaelic. One of the older women used to tell how on one occasion, the mowing of the large meadow, the men found a nest of young weasels, which they saved and placed in a tuft of hay in a bush. One of the mowers, a short time afterward, looked back and saw two grown weasels putting something green into the tin milk for the men's drink. He told his fellows who watched and saw the animals search and find their young, which they put in a place of safety, after which they returned and with some difficulty upset the poisoned milk. There's an asterisk here. Oh, it's just a citation. One of them was a short time afterwards looked back and saw two grown weasels putting something green into the tin of the milk for the men's drink. He told his fellows who watched and saw the animals search and find their young, which they put in a place of safety, after which they returned and with some difficulty upset the poisoned milk. Oh, so they took the... they made sure the men didn't poison themselves. Okay, that makes sense. The variation on the same theme comes from County Clare. Miss O'Callaghan was told by a mower that there he killed a young weasel in the grass, and his wife saw the old one spit in his sour milk. She wanted to throw it away, but he would not believe her. A short time after, he got violent gripes and gave himself up for lost, the doctor having much difficulty to get him to take any remedy. Yet another Limerick tale records how a youth named Butler killed a nest of weasels and was pursued for miles by the irate parents, up onto the table of a farmer who sat at dinner, and who with his sons had some difficulty killing it with their knives, the revengeful little beasts, which entirely confined their attacks to the culprit. Yet here's another story of weasel vengeance. It is said that the weasel was very clever, and he exacts vengeance for any wrongdoing done to him. One time, a stick of oats was knocked. The people found what they thought was a nest of rats. They killed every one of the young. And the parents came out, and they knew they were weasels. The people of the household had 2 clutches of goslings, and they were inside in the shed during the course of the night. Next morning, every single gosling was stretched dead by the weasel. The story of the weasels who spilled the can of poisonous milk portrays the animals as a creature grateful to humans for the kindness that they had been showing their young. Weasel vengeance. Yo, chaos. How goes it? There are many folk tales of the animals fetching remedies for humans who had helped them in some way. The remedy very often consists of magical healing herbs and leaves. And they were often brought by the wily weasel. The weasel was, in many ways, admired for its courage, while a purse made of its skin was thought to bestow great good fortune on its owner. In my boyish days, a stoat skin, or as they were nearly universally called in Ireland, a weasel skin, purse was considered lucky, while a piebald weasel skin purse was the height of good luck. On the other hand, it was held to be extremely unlucky to kill a weasel deliberately, for it would not be long before the relatives of the deceased would descend with great savagery upon the house of the murderer. One might spare oneself some of the more direct consequences, however, if one immediately sacrificed a hen, said a few prayers over the body, and suspended it from a post in the yard. I'll contribute even if it's an old story. Hell yeah. I might stick to some of the stuff in my Irish compilation for the season, but we'll see. It was said that anywhere a weasel could put through his head, he could also put through his body. Okay, there's an element of truth to that. Weasels are very, very flexible. And in many parts of the country, weasels, or more correctly stoats, were valued as killers of rats. I forgot it's still March. Oh no, it's not for March. It's just for this weekend. Tomorrow is the day of St. Patrick, so I'm just getting all of my Irish stuff done today. And then next weekend we'll go back to normal Spooks, where I'll do whatever. But today, if you give me a keyword, I'm gonna try to find it in my great annals of many Irish tomes up in this bitch. I have a whole book of werewolves too, but I'll wait for a special occasion for that. Let's see. Burb fact. Oh god. Oh, Zerp, you really gonna do me like this? Okay, let me see what I got for you. Surprise burb fact attack, yo, Zerp. Alright. Are you ready to learn about Irish geese and ducks? 'Cause I'm lazy, and that's what I landed on in this book. Alright. During the Middle Ages, as indeed in much later times, it was forbidden in Ireland to eat meat during Lent. Yet it was allowable to eat the flesh of a barnacle goose, for popular Irish belief asserted that the birds were really a kind of fish, and were born on timber at the bottom of the sea. Really? Barnacle boy. Thank you. Barnacle goose. Alright, you know what? No, I don't get it. I don't understand. This bird is not a fish. Those are really cute ducklings, though. That's a Canada goose. Don't fuck with me. They're very pretty, but this is definitely not a fish. They're gorgeous, though. This one looks madge. Alright. I just needed to check what it looked like, because I was just like, that's not a fish. Giraldus Cambrensis, who had a vivid imagination at the best of times, wrote in Topographia Hybertica in 1186. They are produced from timber tossed along the sea and are at first like gum. Afterwards, they hang down by their beaks as if they were seaweed attached to the timber and are surrounded by shells in order to grow more freely. Having thus, in the process of time, been clothed with a strong coat of feathers, they either fall into the water or fly freely away into the air. So, he thinks that they are like gum and then they metamorphose into geese. They derive their food and growth from the sap of the wood or from the sea by a secret and most wonderful process of alimentation. What sort of drugs was this person on, and can I have some? I have frequently seen with my own eyes. Was he aware that they have goslings? Anyway, I have frequently seen with my own eyes more than 1,000 of these small birds hanging down on the seashore from one piece of timber enclosed in their shells and already formed. They do not breed and lay eggs like other birds, nor have they ever hatched any eggs. Nor do they seem to build nests in any corner of the earth. Bro, you didn't look hard enough. Hence, bishops and religious men in some parts of Ireland do not scruple to dine off these birds at the time of fasting because they are not flesh born of flesh. Okay. The barnacle goose, Branta leucopsis, is a species of goose that belongs in the genus Branta of black geese, which contains species with largely black plumage, distinguishing them from the gray answer species. Branta also include Canada geese, Branta canadensis. Despite its superficial similarity to the brant goose, genetic analysis shows that it is an eastern derivative of the cackling goose lineage. So it's more like a Canada goose. Barnacle goose, blah blah blah, I don't care about taxonomy. Barnacle goose is a medium-sized goose with a wingspan of blah blah blah. Okay. Breeding in blah blah blah. Okay, it's found in all these places. Barnacle geese frequently build their nest high on mountain cliffs. Oh, so homeboy was too out of shape to get to them. Away from predators, particularly Arctic foxes or polar bears, but also away from their feeding grounds such as lakes, rivers, etc. Like all geese, the goslings are not fed by adults. Instead of bringing food to the newly hatched goslings, the goslings are brought to the ground. Their parents show them the way to jump from the cliff, and the goslings follow them by imprinting and take the plunge. So they just Geronimo off cliffs to get to the ground. Unable to fly, the goslings jump off the cliff and fall. Their small size, feathery down, and very lightweight helps to protect some of them from serious injury when they hit the rocks below, but many die from impact. God, that's brutal. Arctic foxes are attracted by the noises made by the parent geese during this time and capture many of the dead or injured goslings. Well, that's one way to do it. Foxes also stalk the young as they're led by the parents to the wetland feeding areas. Due to these hardships, only 50% of the chicks survive the first month. Yeah, because they're weeded out by the first day. Jesus Christ. Barnacle goose is common and widespread, and its population has increased in recent decades. Folklore. I thought they were born of driftwood. Oh god. The belief may be related to the fact that these geese were never seen in the summer when they were supposedly developing underwater, when they were actually breeding in remote Arctic regions, in the form of barnacles. Oh, Jesus Christ. Based on these legends, some Irish clerics considered barnacles a practice that was criticized by Geraldus Cambrensis. But in doing so, they are led to sin, for if anyone were to eat of the leg of the first parent, although he was not born of flesh, that person could not be adjudged innocent of eating meat. Oh my god, even the Jews were not spared by this bullshit. The question of the nature of barnacle geese also came up as a matter of Jewish dietary law in Halacha, and the Rabbeinu Tam determined that they were kosher even if born of trees, and should be slaughtered following the normal prescriptions for birds. Man, it was just too much to say, oh, they go up north to breed. In one Jewish legend, the barnacle goose is purported to have its beak forever attached to the tree in which it grew, just as the Adnes Adeh is fixed to the earth by its navel cord. The mythical barnacle tree, oh my god, believed in the Middle Ages to have barnacles that opened up to reveal geese, may have a... Oh, fucking hell, guys! Come on, man! So not only are geese born of driftwood, they're also growing on trees. Man, this is one hell of a burb fact, Zerp. Holy shit, there's even fucking illustrations. Alright. What? Okay. So, okay, they breed up in Greenland, and, oh man, that's not even Iceland, that's just somewhere. And this, you know, ass crack part of Russia, and they winter in this part of Ireland, in this part of the UK, and in this part of Europe, although they don't migrate there. But nobody told the Irish that they have goslings, so they were just like, you know, they just, they're born in the driftwood, you see. They're, you know, they start off as gum, wriggling off the driftwood, and then they're surrounded by shells. And then they sprout feathers and feckin' fly. What the fuck? What? How do... Oh my god. Evidence? What do you mean, evidence? Oh my fucking god. One version of the myth is that these geese emerge fully formed of the goose barnacles. Goose barnacles are filter-feeding crustaceans? They're not even barnacles! What? These are the weirdest crabs I've ever seen. Not to be confused with the barnacle goose. Oh, fuck. What? How is this a crustacean? Are pelagic and most frequently found in, unlike most types of barnacles, intertidal goose barnacle. What the fuck is a barnacle? Oh my god, all of them are crustacea? Alright, whatever. Depend on the water motion rather than... Okay, whatever. Okay. Is it crusty? I guess so. How the barnacle goose breeds. The basis of all of the myths is that the bird emerges and grows from matter other than bird eggs. Many sources report the myth. The etymology of the term barnacle suggests Latin, Old English, and French. Pre-Christian books in Roman and Greek. Main vector is monastic manuscripts, and in particularly the bestiary. This myth owes its long-standing popularity to the early ignorance of migration patterns of geese. Yeah, no shit. Early medieval discussions of the nature of living organisms were based on myth or genuine ignorance of what is now known about phenomena such as bird migration. It is not until the late 19th century that bird migration research showed that geese migrate northwards and breed like normal fucking animals. Oh my god. My nose was in a tight spot and I, beneath the water, underflowed by the flood, sunk deep into the ocean waves and in the sea grew, covered with waves from above, my body touching and floating a piece of wood. I had living spirit when I came out of the embrace of water and wood in a black garment. Some of my trappings were white. Then the air lifted me, living, up wind from the water, and carried me far over the Steel's bath. Say what I am called. Look at these illustrations. This one is performing fucking asexual budding. This is just straight up mitosis. Oh my god, guys. Guys. Oh my god, and here's birds growing from trees. It sounds really well wrote. Yeah, if it's written by the feckin' clergy, they can make even the most ass-backward shit sound legit. Oh, never mind. This is a codex of Old English poetry. Nebus min an nirwe und ik neuthan watre flode underflowen fergen stremum Sweethe bubis... fuck it. Lift up auf. This I can feel Zerp cringing, because this is probably close enough to German to be painful. Alright, how's that for a burb fact, Zerp? That was an acid trip and a half. Holy shit. That wasn't even the whole thing I was gonna read, but you know what? That took a root of its own. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I do not care. Yes, fuck off. Okay. Goose barnacles. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they look confused as I am. Jesus. Well, I can't believe that people actually believed this at some point. Nobody looked at chickens and looked at goose and went, I mean... It was a different world, but I mean, come on. Oh man, my homeboy the Brant wasn't even fucking spared from this. But yeah, that's more than you ever wanted to know about the barnacle goose. Which... Wolfie really? Wolfie really what? Where did you think chicken came from as a child? You can't believe people thought that... You know what? You know what? No. No, you're right, you're right, you're right. People believe some weird ass shit. Like, I'm not even... Yeah, no. I mean, people believe in, you know... Oh, God. People believe... I'm trying to think of a PC thing that people believe, but people believe some very strange shit. But that birds grow from trees? Yeah. That's fair. Alright. Why is my stream unstable? I'm the only one who's allowed to... Well, that's not true. Everyone's allowed to be unstable, but... Particularly me. Okay, I think shit works now, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's not counting me as a viewer. Although it very well may be. Thought I was gonna be fired there for a second. Oh, no. We are all allowed to be unstable. That's why the tent exists. I mean, I can continue reading about Irish geese if you want, or I can find some other Irish tales to regale you with. Although that was a big dosage of duck right there. I wasn't really ducking around with that burb fact. It led me to some interesting places. Can you guys hear me okay? Because it's saying that my stream is unstable. Average stream bitrate too high. Bitrate too high? Too high? Fuck you mean too high? Yeah. Huh? Are you yelling at me because my stream quality is too good? Oh, there's a first time for everything. Fuck. Okay. Hold on. I'm working too efficiently. You know, it wouldn't be the first time I get that criticism. Alright. Man. There are many species of wild duck in Ireland. The best known and best loved being the mallard. Oh, the mallards are loved here too. The mallard is, in fact, the ancestor of most farmyard varieties of duck. Also true. The other big one is the Muscovy duck. When alarmed, the mallards rise with rapid, noisy wing beats and loud quacks. The drake has a lustrous green head, white neckring, and curled black upper tail feathers. I'm just skimming through to see what's interesting here, because there's a lot of just BS in here. One of Samuel Lover's best-loved tales was that of King O'Toole and the goose. The king in his youth loved riding and hunting, but when he grew old and stiff in his limbs, he chose a goose as his constant companion. And the way the goose diverted him was this way. You see, the goose used for to swim across the lake and go down for trout. I guess trout. And no finer trout in all Ireland than the same trout. And caught fish on a Friday for the king and flew every other day round the lake, diverting the poor king. The way you'd think he'd break his sides laughing at all the frolicsome tricks of his goose. So in course of the time, the goose was the biggest pet in the country, and the biggest rogue, and the poor king was as happy as the day was long. Aww, that's cute. Then one day the goose too had grown old and had been stricken with the same disease as his master, the king. Oh, who is sorely grieved at the plight of his faithful companion. Not long afterwards, the king encountered Saint Kevin, who offered to make the much-loved goose as good as new if the king granted him as a reward all the lands flown over by the goose on her first flight following her restoration to good health. Well, she's gonna fly all over the feckin' kingdom. The king agreed, whereupon the saint blessed the goose, marking her with the sign of the cross. With that, she took to her heels, flying like one of the eagles themselves, and cutting as many capers as a swallow before a shower of rain. The goose flew over a great sweep of land before returning to land at her master's feet. The king was as good as his word, and that was the way. So much land came in the possession of St. Kevin all at once, for the goose flew around every individual acre of King Toole's property, being led into the sacred by St. Kevin, who was mighty cute. Meanwhile, the king had his goose as good as new to divert him as long as he lived. However, not long afterwards, the goose met an untimely end, for one day when she went fishing for trout, she was killed by an eel. Howsomedever, the king never recovered from the loss of his goose, even though he had her stuffed. I don't mean stuffed with praties and onions, but as a curiosity. And preserved in a glass cake for his own diversion. And the poor king died on the next Michaelmas Day, which was remarkable. Oh my god. He got swindled. Oh, the poor goose. Well, that's tragic. Fuck. There are a number of old sayings about the goose and the gander. Here's some variations on a theme which cautioned against stupidity. Don't send the goose with a message to the fox's den. Don't put the fox mind in the geese. And when the fox is the preacher, let the goose not listen to his sermon. Another proverb advised patience. Small goslings make fine geese. I get to you get to sit finally? Welcome to the world of the sitting. The wings of dead geese and turkeys were often adapted by imaginative housewives and served as colorful dusters. Apparently these novel dusters were quite efficient, but those were simple times. There were no ozone-destructive polishes then, and certainly no disposable towels. Okay. Alright. Daniel O'Connell was a very wealthy man, and he had many servants. One day he was traveling home from some place with one of those servants, and they saw a flock of geese in the road. One of these geese stood on one leg, with the other leg raised up beneath her breast. Anyone who saw her would swear she only had one leg. They continued on until they reached home, where a fine meal had been prepared for the liberator, with a roast goose in the center of the table. When the servant girl found O'Connell's back turned for a moment, she grabbed one of the legs from the roast goose. He asked the servant girl when and where she procured that goose. Oh, said the girl. That's the goose you saw on the road. Ah, she stole the fucking leg. Interference with the body of a dead swan was something to be avoided. One time there lived an old man near Killerglin. His wife was dead. He had a lot of money and he did not know where to hide it. One day he was walking along the bank of the river lawn, and he saw a swan dead, and as he thought, he picked her up and saw an empty space inside her. He thought he would put his treasure into her and bury her in the garden. But why? He did so, and after one day the swan rose out of the earth and flew away with his money. The old man got so angry that he died. Ever since the swan comes to visit the place where she was buried in the garden. God damn. I don't know why I find it so funny. It shouldn't be funny. It's just such a stupid idea. And then there's just something so comical to me about getting so angry that you just keel over dead. Oh, that person's got some blackout anger issues. Well, he did before he died. Well, that happened. Alright. Let's take a look here. Have I read to you guys about the leprechaun in oil? Y'all want to know about the leprechaun? Alright, let me go find that. I love how Spooks just becomes Wolfie reads chat to sleep. Let me see here. I've heard someone say I'd rather kill myself than die. My faith in our species dwindled that day. Yeah. Yeah. God. I know quite a few people who think like that. A shocking number of my students think like that. Oh my god. If y'all will let me the liberty to rant for a bit. Not this semester, but the semester prior. I had a student come up to me and she said, like, and she did really poorly on the test, and I asked her, like, hey, do you, like, need extra support, you know? Do you need help understanding the material? And she just went to me, no, there were so many labs covered by the test that I just decided not to study any of them. And I was like, I don't think I responded because I didn't know how to respond. I was like, so instead of trying to at least get any of it, you just did nothing. Man, y'all are gonna get a lot of stories of me being a teacher over the next few years. Hopefully you don't mind that. Hopefully it doesn't bring school PTSD to y'all. Alright. There's a reason I could never be a teacher. Yeah. I actually did that in 8th grade with your LA teacher. Wait. You just gave up? Can I ask why? No judgment. Because obviously it's been a few years and, you know. I wish I could understand. You might not remember, but if you do. Haha. I'd be fired so fast for saying, are you dumb? Did your parents give you stupid O's this morning? No, I want to know. Yeah. I feel that. Gods, I feel that. One of my students thought it was a good idea to touch a dissected pig without gloved hands, and I very nearly threw her out of the classroom. I was just like, wash your hands and get out. Because it's not like I drilled that into them every single fucking day. Of, don't touch them, they're covered in carcinogen. Life sucked ass, my energy just went toward the things I cared about. Another teacher completely ruined reading for me, so it wasn't okay, that I understand. That I completely understand. But that's not because that wasn't there was too much material, so I decided not to learn any of it. That was a I have no motivation toward this subject and I can't pretend that I do. Although teachers ruining subjects for people is like one of the, I'm not going to say one of the few things that make me angry, because a lot of things make me angry, but it's definitely on the list. Same teacher that got me back into reading that year? Oh, hell yeah. Well, at least they did something about it. No, I don't know if I told you guys about my ornithology teacher. Well, some of you I have. Chaos, you might not know this story, but on the subject of teachers ruining things for people, I had a magical ornithology professor who would take us out into the woods and, you know, show us the things we were learning in class, and it was a really fun class. I took him for a natural history course, and then ornithology was the second course I took with him. And I loved those classes so much. Because I loved the subject matter, too, and just the way that it was presented. Well, of course you put Wolfie in the animal class and the bird class. Of course Wolfie's going to be a happy Wolfie. Like, 2 + 2 is 4. But then the teacher fell in love with me. And I wish I were being melodramatic when I said that, but I'm not. He was trying to court me. And I want to say I was 22, 23 at the time. He was 83. And if my love for the subject matter were not so deep, and if I weren't already so invested in where I was going, if what I loved wasn't already so integral into my identity, he could have ruined all of nature for me. And he did, for probably other students along his long career. By the grace of the gods, he passed away a little over a month ago. Peacefully and never punished. I had a teacher in 7th grade, I think, find out I watched WWE and tried to ruin it for me by saying in front of the class, you know, it's fake, right? How can you stand it? This is a week after I unlocked my fuck it all phase with the fake girl who dated me to prove a point to her friends. I looked at her with a straight face and I said, I deal with you on a daily basis, so I have tolerance for fake stuff. Wolfie approves completely. I mean, when people tear you down, you may as well be honest with them. But I got detention for a month. Fucking worth it. Fucking worth. Man, if I were more vocal, I would have been in trouble all the time. Oh, I was firm in my belief that almost everything was bullshit. But no, teachers are very... Teachers can either bring a subject to life or completely suck all of the enjoyment out of it. And for everywhere I've rolled really low, I'm thankful that I had good teachers. And that the bad teachers were not so bad that they were not overcomable. But there were... No. That's a lie. There is one teacher. No, there's two. There's 3 teachers that killed subjects for me. Two of them were music teachers. It's why I let go of singing through high school. And one of them was not somebody with... Not an official teacher, but, it's probably why I'm going to... If I ever try to learn Japanese again, I am probably going to have, like, 3 stuffed animals on my desk, and, like, hugging the shit out of one of them, at least, all the time. And probably be in hell. Yeah, it's why I had to stop playing Yakuza 0, because the fucking Japanese kept triggering me, which is so dumb. You may be able to help with the stuffed animals. I love Baby Thulu so much. Baby Thulu comes with me to all of my therapy appointments. And so does the little raven that Edge gifted me for my birthday way back when. Both of those come with me to therapy. I'm a child, Chaos. I'm sorry. Although I don't think you mind that. What's hey? Where? What? What'd I do? I brought a water bottle to mine? That's fair. Why you in particular? I think Sassy already knew. And if Sassy wasn't... If Sassy was gonna reject me by now, I think Sassy would've. Well, you know what? For the same token, if you were to reject me by now, you probably also would've. Oh, that I bring my stuffed animals to therapy. Who are you again? I love you all. Oh, I knew that. It's no big deal. Okay, cool. Nah, it would probably take at least a felony to change your mind at this point. Edge wasn't here to be a smartass. I had to step in. That's fair. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's probably, like, with his family, being a familial person. Anyway, I was supposed to read to you guys about leprechauns. I'm sorry. I've missed these reading streams so much because I can just talk to chat. Oh, speaking of talking to chat, Chaos. Edge has made the grave miscalculation of introducing me to the concept of a Kenku. And they have some sort of D&D significance. But now I am rethinking so many things. But we'll see. And I know you're still probably super busy even though you have an assistant. So don't stress. You've had plenty on your plate. I'm just really happy we get to see you more often again. I've missed you so much, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I did read this. This is familiar. Oh, here we go. Alright. The Leprechaun, Cluricon, and Fardarig. Are these one spirit in different moods and shapes? Hardly two Irish writers are agreed. In many things, these three fairies, if three, resemble each other. They are withered, old, and solitary, in every way unlike the sociable spirits of the first sections, which I skipped. They dress with all unfairy homeliness, and are indeed most... I don't know if sluttish means what we think it means. Sluttish, slouching, jeering, mischievous phantoms. They're great practical jokers among the good people. Alright, Google. Google, don't fail me now. Sluttish definition. Having low standards of cleanliness. No shit, dog. And then it later went on to mean behaving in a sexually promiscuous way. Okay, that's fine. Word origin. I'm so curious. Alright, anyway. The leprechaun makes shoes continually and has grown very rich. Many treasure crocks, buried of old in wartime, has he now for his own. In the early part of the century, according to Croker, in a newspaper office in Tipperary, they used to show a little shoe forgotten by a leprechaun. The Cluricon, or Chloricon, in O'Kearney, makes himself drunk in gentlemen's cellars. Some suppose he's merely the leprechaun on a spree. He's almost unknown in Connaught and the north. The Fardarig, which means the red man, for he wears a red cap and coat, busies himself with practical joking, especially with gruesome joking. This he does and nothing else. The Fargorta, man of hunger, is an emaciated phantom that goes to the land in famine time, begging an alms and praying bringing good luck to the giver. Other solitary fairies, such as the house spirit and the water sherry, own brother to the English jack-o'-lantern, The Puka and the Banshee, concerning these presently. The Dalahan, or headless phantom, one used to stand in Sligo Street on dark nights till lately. The Black Dog, a form perhaps of the Puka. The ships at the Sligo quays are haunted sometimes by the spirit who announces his presence by a sound like the flinging of all tin porringers in the world down into the hold. He even follows them to sea. The Lan Hon Shi, fairy mistress, seeks the love of mortals. If they refuse, she must be their slave. If they consent, they are hers and can only escape by finding another to take their place. Oh god. I know a few people like this. The fairy lives on their life and they waste away. Yes, I definitely know people like this. Death is no escape from her. She is the Gaelic muse, for she gives inspiration to those she persecutes. The Gaelic poets die young, for she is restless and will not let them remain long on earth. This malignant phantom. Besides these, there are divers monsters, the Ach Iska, the water horse, the Peishtha, the lake dragon, and such like, but whether these be animals, fairies, or spirits, I know not. And then there's a long-ass poem here that I'm not going to read. Oh, this one's interesting. The Puka. The Puka, Recte Puka, seems essentially an animal spirit. Some derive his name from Pock, a he-goat, and to speculative persons consider him the forefather of Shakespeare's Puck. On solitary mountains and among old ruins he lives, grown monstrous with much solitude, and is of the race of the nightmare. In the MS story called, oh boy, Hello Gaelica, called Macna Micomarle, of uncertain authorship, writes me Mr. Douglas Hyde, we read that out of a certain hall in Leinster there used to emerge, as far as his middle, a plump, sleek, terrible steed, and speak in a human voice to each person about November Day, and he was accustomed to give intelligent and proper answers to such as consulted him concerning all that would befall them until November of the next year. And the people used to leave gifts and presents at the hill until the upcoming of Patrick and the holy clergy. This tradition appears to be a cognate one which that of the Puka. That's apparently a sentence. This tradition appears to be a cognate one which that of the Puka. I guess they mean with that of the Puka. Yes, unless it were merely an Aug Ishka, or water horse. For these, we are told, were common once and used to come out of the water to gallop upon the sands and in the fields, and people would often go between them and to the margin bridle them, and they would make the finest horses if only you could keep them away from the sight of water. But if they saw a glimpse of the water, they would plunge in with their rider and tear him to pieces at the bottom. It being a November spirit, however, tells in favor of the Puka, for November Day is sacred to the Puka. It's hard to realize that a wild, staring phantom grown sleek and civil. He has many shapes. He's now a horse, now an ass, now a bull, now a goat, now an eagle. Like all spirits, he's only half in the world of form. Well, that's interesting. In old times, there was a half-fool living in Dunmore. In the County Galway, although he was excessively fond of music, he was unable to learn more than one tune, and that was the Black Rogue. He used to get a good deal of money from the gentlemen, for they used to get a sport out of him. One night the piper was coming home from a house where there had been a dance, and he half drunk. When he came to a little bridge that was up by his mother's house, he squeezed the pipes on and began playing the Black Rogue. On Rugger Dove. The puka came behind him and flung him up on his own back. There were long horns on the puka, and the piper got a good grip on them, and then he said, "Destruction on ye, you nasty beast. Let me home. I have a 10-penny piece in my pocket for my mother, and she won't snuff." Never mind your mother," said the puka, "but keep your hold. If you fall, you'll break your neck, and your pipes." Then the puka said to him, "Play up for me the Shan van Vocht." "I don't know it," said the piper. "Never mind whether you do or don't," said the puka. "Play up and it'll make you know." The piper put wind in his bag, and he played such music as made himself wonder. "Upon my word, you're a fine music master," said the piper then. "But tell me wherefore you're bringing me." "There's a great feast in the house of the Banshee, on the top of the Craw Patrick tonight," said the puka. "And I am for bringing you there to play music, and take my word, you'll get your price for the trouble." "By my word, you'll save me a journey then," said the piper, "for Father William put a journey to Patrick on me, because I stole the white gander from him last Martinmas." The puka rushed him across the hills and bogs and rough places till he brought him to the top of the Patrick. Then the puka struck 3 blows with his foot, and a great door opened, and they passed in together into a fine room. The piper saw a golden table in the middle of the room, and hundreds of old women, Calacha, sitting round about it. The old women rose up and said, "100,000 welcomes to you, you puka of November, Nasamna. Who is it you have with you?" "The best piper in Ireland," says puka. One of the old women struck a blow on the ground, and a door opened in the side of the wall. And what should the piper see, coming from out but the white gander which he'd stolen from Father William? "By my conscience, then," says the piper, "myself and my mother ate every taste of that gander. Only one wing, and I gave that to Moira. And it's she who told the priest I stole his gander." The gander cleaned the table and carried it away, and the puka said, "Play up music for these ladies." The piper played up, and the old women began dancing, and they were dancing till they were tired. Then puka said to pay the piper, and every old woman drew out a gold piece and gave it to him. "By the tooth of Patrick," said he, "I'm as rich as the son of the Lord." "Come with me," says the puka, "and I'll bring you home." They went out then, and just as he was going to ride on the puka, the gander came up to him and gave him a new set of pipes. The puka was not long till he brought him to Dunmore. Then he threw the piper off at the little bridge, and he told him to go home, and says to him, "You have 2 things that you never had before. You have sense and music." The piper went home, and he knocked at his mother's door, saying, "Let me in. I'm as rich as Lord, and I'm the best piper in Ireland." "Yeah, you're drunk," said the mother. "No, indeed," says the piper. "I haven't drunk a drop." The mother let him in, and he gave her the gold pieces, and "Wait now," says he, "till you hear the music I'll play." He buckled on the pipes, but instead of music, there came out a sound as if all the geese and ganders in Ireland were screeching together. He wakened the neighbours, and they were all mocking him till he put on the old pipes, and then he played melodious music for them. And after that he told them all he had gone through that night. The geese return. The next morning when his mother went to look at the gold pieces, there was nothing there but the leaves of a plant. The piper went to the priest and told him his story, but the priest would not believe a word from him until he put the pipes on him. Then the screeching of ganders and geese began. "Leave my sight, you thief," said the priest. But nothing would do the piper till he would put the old pipes on him to show the priest that his story was true. He buckled on the old pipes, and he played melodious music, and from that day till the day of his death, there was never a piper in the county Galway who was as good as he was. Oh, homeboy got swindled. It's kind of uncanny how many times the geese seem to be reappearing in the stream. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose, Zerp. They demand the spotlight. I have half a mind hold on. Maybe St. Patrick's Day is just the goose's day. And we're just finding out about it now. Happy St. Honk's Day, right? How the fuck did I miss the story called The Fish Hag? Alright, well, next time we have a fish stream, we know that exists. I'm looking for geese in Ireland. It isn't much, but it's weird that it happened twice. Okay, hold up. Oh my god, there's a lot of geese. Okay. Alright. King O'Toole and his goose. Oh, we read this already. Oh, we read a summary of this, but yeah, it's the same thing. That's not the one I had to censor, is it? No, it's not. I threw away that book. I threw that book out because, so I remember exactly which book it was. It was a bunch of authors who were trying to write in the style of it was people who were trying to write in the style of Lovecraft. It was. And some of them had very... It was very different than what I had expected to read. So I threw it away. because there's no need for me. Like, I'm trying to rock y'all to sleep. I don't need to be reading you porn before bed. Like, it's just not. It's just not what I need to be doing. If you guys want porn, I'm pretty sure y'all figure out where to get it. But I don't think you're looking for it from me. I just don't believe that, that's it, you know? So no, it is not that. Although I remember very, very deeply what you are referencing. And it was a story about the fish people of Dagon, I believe. And no, I unfortunately remember very well the scenes that you remember, despite my very hasty attempts to censor the ever-loving shit out of that. Good Lord. Yeah, that was not a day I'll soon forget. I learned a valuable lesson that day. Oh my god, King O'Toole and the Goose is a really popular story. It didn't scar me irreparably. You know, I've been exposed to worse. I think it was the humiliation of being on stream and having to read it and be like, okay, this is happening now. this I've gotten myself into this. And I can't get out. Man, I'm getting tired already. Fuck. To be fair, I think I was pretty sick yesterday, so I've been taking it easier today. Let's see here. The Old Crow and the Young Crow. That feels like a good place to... The Hags of the Long Teeth. So careful to read the head for all the rest of the stories after that one. Oh my god. That story left so little to the imagination. And it wasn't even like, okay. So... There's detail done well, regardless of the subject matter. And then there's just really badly written smut. And this that I had to read, like, it wasn't even artful, it was just smut. And, like, it kinda had a purpose. But the writing in and of itself was so mediocre that, like, it just... It was just... not good. It was just not good. It was just bad. In every way bad. Like... Nobody was asked for that. Nobody was asked for it. And yet... it came. And that's not a play on words for the internet to enjoy. Oh, this is barely anything. There was an old crow teaching a young crow one day, and he said to him, "Now, my son," says he, "listen to the advice I'm gonna give you. If you see a person coming near you and stooping, mind yourself, and be under keeping. He's stooping for a stone to throw at you." "But tell me," says the younger crow, "what shall I do if he has a stone already down in his pocket?" "I shall go long out of that," says the old crow. "You learned enough, the devil's another learning I'm about to give you." That's it. That's the whole story, apparently. That's a little silly. Okay. Holy crap, some of this is written in wingdings. Well, it's not wingdings, but I don't know what language it is. A whole bunch of them are written in this language. Alright, whatever. Alright, who wants birds? Who's ready for birds? We're at the, like, hour and 30 mark. I'll get better at reading more and more as time goes on, but it's almost 11. And I'm actually gonna grab some water real quick if y'all are okay with that. Take all the birds you can throw at me? Alright, give me just a second. We're gonna do a quick shifting of the shit. And I'll be right back. damn it. Okay. Oh, that didn't work at all. Rip. Okay. Hydration is important? Hell yeah. Alright. So, let me get you something you're a bit more accustomed to. I really love that these reading streams are back. These were so much fun. Ugh, they're more work for sure, but they're fun. Alright, I'm gonna reposition this chair because it's just not where I want it. Okay, here we go. It's probably loud as balls again. Alright, Sassy. Do you still live and breathe? Well, you somewhat live. Whether or not you're awake is mayhaps debatable. What up, homie? Oh. Just checking the pulse. Let's see here. That seems appropriate for... Alive and Kipkin, Captain. Hell yeah. Total bird straight out the gate. Oh boy. White powers. You need fish and this. Yeah. Yeah.
Fish crow. These birds may eat more fish than other crows, but they're actually omnivores.
Actually, no, it actually pays to dump everything in here.
Eurasian green woodpecker. Unlike other woodpeckers, this bird feeds mainly on the ground.
Savvy's warbler. Which are so easy. There's not really a tax on eggs. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm just gonna go all in. Pay the food cost. I have plenty.
Common buzzard. Male buzzards make a spectacular breeding display, flying high, then spiraling down over and over.
On any bird. That's pretty helpful. Jesus, he has 9? Holy fuck. Alright, I need to fix that. Gray lag goose, just because geese keep showing up. This counts toward double. You know what? I'll save you for a rainy day. Okay, so food should not be a limiting factor anymore. Okay, good shit. So I need white powers.
Gray lag goose. The great lag goose was once linked to divine figures such as Ra, Aphrodite, and Ishtar.
I mean, just as a flex, I can play this. Probably makes more sense at this point.
Cassin sparrow. Ornithologist John Cassin died from years of handling arsenic-preserved birds.
I can get rid of a rat. I do not need a rat. Yeah, that does not shock me.
Scissor-tailed flycatcher. The mating display of these birds involves aerial acrobatics that show off the long tail.
Okay, so you... I also just love heavy sounds.
Ferruginous hawk. These rust-colored birds sometimes hunt in groups in prairie dog towns.
Nice. Ooh. That was a tie, but why'd I win? He had me beat on food on cards. I guess that's not worth as much. Okay, birds in the water, birds in hand. Okay. Well, Osprey is an easy yes. Draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. You're cute. Okay, so that's 1 out the gate. Oh.
Osprey. Ospreys are excellent hunters, catching a fish in at least 1 out of every 4 dives.
This golden eagle could be good. It could be very, very good. But the bush tit is much better. For the short term.
Eurasian hobby. This falcon catches insects and birds in flight.
I might be able to bullshit this.
Bush tit. Bush tits live in flocks, and single adults will help couples raise their young.
Oh my god. I'm running out of food and I need food now. Okay, good shit. Are you a bush tit? You might be a bush tit, Sassy.
Pileated woodpecker. Other birds use these birds' old nests and glean bugs
My
where they've
sister
been
with
feeding.
Reed, now they do my bidding. Hell yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Alright, so what do we... You know what? I approve. You know what? I approve a little less, but it's fine. Tuck a card? Yeah, I don't need this cowbird. I could use that, though. I need wheat. I need wheat. I need wheat. I don't have wheat. I don't care about you. I'll probably need that more often than... Do I have another bird? I do. I'm running out of time to make this work.
Brewer's blackbird. Brewer was a prominent 19th century ornithologist and oologist.
Oology. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. I don't want to sacrifice this. I'm not sacrificing the golden eagle. Nice. Less nice. Okay, let's get going on that. Oh, you're all so fucking expensive. I would rather have the great horned owl than the golden eagle. You're cheap. That's fine. For each, but you are not yourself that. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, give me the crow. Give me the... Ow! Roll all dice not in the bird feeder. If there are any fish, gain fish on that card. Okay. Okay. I should be going... Oh, that's... Well, I really don't want that. Alright, at least we're not gonna have any problems. Oh, no, we're keeping that. That's helpful. Okay. Food is absolutely a limiting factor now. I have so many fish that is not one, two, three, four, five. It would take all of my fish. Okay. I need something that isn't a fish. I need... Please, God. Give me not fish.
Great tits have been known to use conifer needles as tools to pull insect larvae out of a tree.
Oh boy. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's a big concern. Does not help me. For each action cube in their dude. Oh, that is not gonna. That is not going to pay the bills.
Black skimmer. Skimmers plow the water with their beaks, snapping shut when they hit a fish.
I don't know. Yeah, that was a yikes. I knew that was not good either. Like, I knew. Alright, platform nest and cluster nest. Filled columns. Alright, so we need to diversify. King Rail makes sense. And the Baird's Barrow makes sense. Birds that can live in multiple habitats, yeah, that's much easier. What I will do is I will play you first.
King Rail. King Rails declined 91% from 1966 to 2014 due to habitat loss and pesticide runoff.
30 or less. I'm actually good. No. Okay, Cooper's Hawk, Cooper's Hawk. Give me the Cooper's Hawk. No, 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 no. Okay, let me have it. Let me have it. Give me. Okay. I have concerns. I prefer the American Kestrel. $30 or less. Oof. Let's go back. We don't need this yet. That's actually really nice. Okay.
Cooper's Hawk. Cooper's Hawks hunt forest birds and mammals with great stealth.
I might sack. That could be very helpful. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to sack you for you. Shit. This is fine. Okay, this is gonna be that.
Baird Sparrow. Spencer Baird was the first curator of the Smithsonian.
Interesting. Man, you're giving a lot of field birds, and I appreciate it, but there's more to life than sure. Actually, I don't want to do that yet. start doing this. Man, you're my only forest bird, huh? That blows. This is better. I'm gonna continue to try to gather. Okay, that's fine. Alright, that was a little overkill. I don't think I have any eggs. Which is... oh, fuck. I'd pay to see blood. Yeah, there might be blood. I don't know if it's the right kind of blood.
Goldcrest. Legend said these tiny birds would hitch a ride in the tail feathers of eagles or owls.
Oh, shit. Discard. Who do I want to discard? Oh my god, I still can. Okay.
Eurasian nuthatch. These birds will often recycle old woodpecker holes as nesting sites.
I have never needed wheat the way I need it now. Okay. Discard. Who do I want to discard? I want to discard... you, probably. Okay.
Inca dove. This bird likes human settlements and is expanding its range north.
Oh, that was not enough. Oh, that was not enough. Oh, we have lost. Yeah.
Red-breasted merganser. A red-breasted merganser was recorded flying 160 kilometers an hour, the fastest of any duck. Swainson's hawk. These hawks feed chicks, small mammals and birds, but adults eat mostly insects.
Yeah, rip. This is an L. Yeah, there's no point. Yeah, he has us ridiculously beat there. Yeah. Get way more eggs. Alright, let's see if we can win before we turn in for the night. That was rough. Alright, filled columns. Eggs in baskets. Birds in the field, eggs in the water. Yeah, I'm gonna end up with those. I know I will. Alright.
Eastern kingbird. The kingbird displays its orange crown while defending its territory.
I've caught these before. They're very pretty birds. They're bigger than you expect them to be. As a general rule. They're just massive for some reason. Well, not massive, but like they're not a sparrow. They're quite a bit bigger than a catbird. Draw two if you do discard one. Well, that's just really easy.
Common yellowthroat. This was one of the first American birds to be cataloged by Linnaeus in 1766.
They're actually really cute. I need a worm. And I never felt this way before. And I swear, what the fuck? Oh my god, there's no reason.
Blue-winged warbler. This warbler especially likes to nest on the edges between forest and fields.
There's no reason. Come on. Oh, thank God. Alright, so you're good. I would also like you. I will discard I know I'm yeah.
Anna's hummingbird. These birds' impressive mating displays involve diving from over 100 feet in the air.
I dislike everything. It's my berries and I need them now. You're not gonna help me in that department, are you? Fuck. I'm gonna overpay for this.
Northern mockingbird. A male mockingbird may learn around 200 songs throughout its life.
Let's start with me. I want a fish. Indeed, bloodbirds. Yo, Thunder Kitty, what's up? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yes. Okay. I kind of really want that yellow WhatsApp so I will. Oh shit. Okay. You're fine. That doesn't help me. That doesn't super help me. Okay, get rid of that.
Osprey. Ospreys are excellent hunters, catching a fish in at least 1 out of every 4 dives.
Okay, I'm gonna need to select one other bird. Okay, right. I want to do that because I am hungry and I need food. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna re-roll this. Oh, I need berries and I need them now. Okay. No, bitch. Yes.
Forster's tern. These birds nest on the ground, on a raft of floating vegetation, or on muskrat lodges.
Okay, I need to... I'll discard a rat to get one more egg. Yeah, I'll get one more food. I'll retake this. I'll re-roll. I need more berries than I currently have, but bummed people take out their bad days on others. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, so now we need to just lay eggs like there's no tomorrow. The griffin vulture could be good, but I'm...
Yellow-bellied sapsucker. Sapsuckers drill rows of holes in trees, then lap up the sap and the insects it attracts.
I don't need worms. Oh my god, would it kill you to give me berries? Jesus. Alright. I'll take a rat, because then I can... Oh, thank you. I'm hoping you only make me...
Northern cardinal. In most North American species, only males sing, but female cardinals break this rule.
Take a rat, and I'll lay an egg there. Now it doesn't really matter what I do. I'll just take the fish. Nice. This feels like a win. Hell yeah. Alright. One more, chat. Thunder Kitty just got here. So, we'll do one more for Thunder Kitty. Eggs in the field. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Then filled columns. Clusters. Okay. You could be helpful. You could be awful. You could be helpful. And you can be helpful. So I'm gonna go doot, doot. And go doot, doot. Alright. No, I actually need you to do anything else but
Common nightingale. Nightingale's song has been called one of the most beautiful sounds of nature.
I'm actually getting fish.
Barn swallow. Barn swallows once nested in caves, but now favor human-made structures.
I'm not gonna do that. So this will make my life easier later.
Belted kingfisher. A kingfisher burrow can go up to 6 feet into a riverbank and slopes to shed water.
I don't want to lose this guy. Because he's pretty cheap. And he'll help me later. I'm not tucking. So that should cut out my work for me. That helps. Problem is, now we know he has that.
Barred owl. The barred owl's haunting call sounds like, "Who cooks for you?"
Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you? Alrighty, so let's see what we can do here. I'm a fan of the bush tit. I'm a fan of the bush tit. Who do I need? Who do I love when I come undone? Oh, well, that's a fail. Yes.
Bush tit. Bush tits live in flocks, and single adults will help couples raise their young.
Alright, so now I want to find... Deja vu? No, the spotted owl and the barred owl look really similar. That works. Is there fish in the bird feeder? No, but I can fix that. I'm not tucking.
Common loon. Loon chicks spend the majority of their first week of life riding on a parent's back.
The house run could seriously help with the last bit here. The spotted owl also has a decent chance. It's also fairly expensive. Ooh, I forgot about cluster eggs, but it might not matter. I'm gonna see if I can get another rat. It doesn't look like it. I'm actually gonna tuck that. Oh, okay. Birds, you're fine.
Spotted owl. Habitat for these birds was a topic in logging fights in the Pacific Northwest region of the U.S.
Over? No, we'll do less than. Should have kept the wren then. Shit. Forster's turn works. And you kind of work.
Forster's tern. These birds nest on the ground, on a raft of floating vegetation, or on muskrat lodges.
Come with me and you'll see a world of your own vegetation. Do 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 do. Oh fuck. Well, sure. You know what I'll try to do first? It's birds with that, right? So we're actually good to skip. Oh, he didn't even try. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with this.
Common nighthawk. Nighthawks are crepuscular, hunting flying insects at dawn and dusk.
That was a really decisive win, holy shit. He had more valuable cards than me, but... Oh, I guess I got him on end of round goals and eggs. Alright. I think it's time for me to send y'all to sleep. In the meantime, do not eat or drink any questionable substances. Make smart decisions, do not die. Dying is absolutely forbidden, and I will see all of you wonderful people at a later time. You get the good snoozies too, Sassy. I'm shocked you're still awake. I failed. Nah. I probably brought down your blood pressure so that sleeping is easier. Take care, guys. Schedule's all fucked up. Yeah, I feel you. Well, do your best, darling.